Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great week of betting so far. We got 9 matchups on this NBA slate for Saturday here. And we're going to get right into it. Before I do, I am having a live stream, 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning. Go ahead and check it out. I'll be covering all the sports, going over all the spreads, building parlays. Should be a good time. So go ahead and check that out. Love to have you on board. And we're going to get started. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Just hit 2,300 subs, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. And all right, let's get started. Starting with the Detroit Pistons versus the Washington Wizards. Detroit 12-31, 22-18-3 against the spread. Wizards 15-28, 21-22 against the spread. Wizards opening up as 4.5 point favorites with the over-under at 229.5. Last 10 games for Detroit, 3-7 in their last 10. Washington 2-8 in their last 10. Head-to-head battle, Washington 6-4, Detroit 4-6. Neither team, very bad teams here. Going to keep it very simple. I like Detroit plus 4.5. Should be a close game, honestly. Washington's not beating anybody by much, so I'm going to take Detroit plus 4.5. I'm going to take the under 229.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Houston 12-31, Houston 12-31, 13-30 against the spread. Minnesota 10-34, 18-25-1 against the spread. Minnesota opening up as 3.5 point favorites with the over-under at 229.5. Last 10 games for Houston, 1-9 in their last 10. Minnesota 4-6 in their last 10. These two teams on a doubleheader. This is the second half of their doubleheader, with Minnesota winning the first one on Friday night, 107-104. The line's the exact same. Going to roll with Minnesota again at -3.5. It was a super close matchup on Friday, but this is just an awful Houston team that I'm just never betting on, probably all season. Give me Minnesota -3.5. Give me the under 229.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the New York Knicks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. New York 23-22, 26-18-1 against the spread. Bucks 29-14, 20-23 against the spread. Bucks opening up as 8.5 point favorites. The over-under at 225.5. Last 10 games for New York, 5-5 in their last 10. Milwaukee 8-2 in their last 10, coming off a bad loss to Boston on Friday night. These two teams did meet on March 11th, with Milwaukee picking up a huge win, 134-101. Love Boston to bounce back in this game. I love the Bucks to bounce back after a bad loss to Boston on Friday night. Look for Milwaukee to run up the score on this Knicks team. Give me Milwaukee -8.5 and give me the over 222.5. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Bulls versus the San Antonio Spurs. Chicago 19-24, 23-19-1 against the spread. San Antonio 22-20, 23-19 against the spread. Spurs opening up as 2.5 point favorites with the over-under at 222.5. Last 10 games for Chicago, 4-6 in their last 10. Spurs 4-6 in their last 10 as well. These two teams did play on March 17th, with the Spurs picking up a 106-99 win. I do see that Vucevic is probable for Chicago, so he should make his debut Saturday. Zach LaVine is questionable, so make sure you check his status. I love Bulls at +2.5 here. They just got better adding JaVale McGee and Nikola Vucevic. Give me the Bulls +2.5 here. As long as Zach LaVine plays. If Zach LaVine doesn't play, then I'm going to lean Spurs -2.5. But I feel like Zach LaVine should play here. I'm going to take Bulls +2.5, and I'm going to take the over 222.5. Next matchup, we have the Boston Celtics versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Boston 21-23, 20-24 against the spread. Oklahoma City 19-25, 23-20-1 against the spread. Boston opening up as 6.5-point favorites with the over-under at 221.5. Last 10 games for Boston. 6-4 in their last 10. OKC 5-5 in their last 10. Boston coming off a huge win against the Bucks on Friday night. Evan Fournier is questionable for that matchup, their new addition, so we'll see if he plays. SGA is still out for OKC. And, head-to-head battles, Boston 6-4. Give me Boston minus 6.5 here. Love them coming off a nice win against the Bucks. Look for them to carry that momentum into this Saturday evening game. Give me the minus 6.5. Give me the over 221.5. Next matchup, we have the Dallas Mavericks versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Dallas 23-19, 20-22 against the spread. New Orleans 19-24, 20-23 against the spread. Pelicans opening up as 3.5-point favorites with the over-under at 227.5. Last 10 games for Dallas, 7-3 in their last 10. Pelicans 5-5 in their last 10. Dallas playing Friday night. As I'm recording, they're getting beat bad by Indiana, but Luka Doncic did not play on Friday. I do believe for rest purposes, so I think Luka should be good to go on Saturday because they're back-to-back. And I do probably expect Porzingis to not play Saturday, considering he played Friday. But we'll see what happens. But as long as Luka plays, I think this is an amazing value at plus 3.5 for Dallas. As long as Luka plays, as long as Luka plays, I'm gonna go Dallas plus 3.5, and I'm gonna take the over 227. If Luka is out, I will take the Pelicans minus 3.5, and I will still take the over 227.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz. Memphis 21-20, 23-17-1 against the spread. Utah 32-11, 28-14-1 against the spread. Utah opening up as 10.5-point favorites with the over-under at 228. Last 10 games for Memphis, 5-5 in their last 10. Utah 6-4 in their last 10. These two teams, this will be their second half of their doubleheader. Currently, as I'm recording this, Utah up by 10 on Memphis. Been beating them pretty bad. We'll see what happens at the end of the game, but I do like Utah minus 10.5 here. The spread is pretty high. I can see you leaning it, either way, but I just like the better team here at minus 10.5, and I'm going to take the over 228 as well. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Sacramento Kings. Cleveland 17-27, 18-26 against the spread. Sacramento 20-25, 21-24 against the spread. Sacramento opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 223.5. Last 10 games for Cleveland, 4-6 in their last 10. Sacramento 6-4 in their last 10. These two teams did just play, just a few days ago, with Sacramento picking up a 119-105 victory. Not much has changed here. Both teams are pretty bad, but Sacramento does have, more talent on their team, more scores. Give me Sacramento minus 5.5, and I'm going to take the over 223.5 as well. Last matchup of the night, we have a good one between the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Philly 32-13, 26-16-3 against the spread. The Clippers 30-16, 26-20 against the spread. Clippers opening up as 7.5-point favorites with the over-under at 224.5. Last 10 games for Philly, 9-1 in their last 10. Clippers 6-4 in their last 10. Philly playing really good basketball right now. Philly 9-1-1 against the spread in their last 11. 10-1 in their last 11 as well. 9-0 against the spread in their last 9 meetings against the Clippers. That's kind of an insane number. Clippers 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Both teams playing really good basketball, but I think it's going to be a super tight game. 7.5 points, I think, is too much to give Philly. I'm going to take Philly plus 7.5, and I'm going to take the over 224.5. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Good luck with your bets on Saturday. Go ahead and check the live stream out at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday Eastern. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good one.